All right, what's up? It's Magoo. Hit the like, hit the sub. Yo, I was going to do this recording after training, but I figured, fuck it, let me do it before training while my mindset is strong because I really want to fight today. I really, really, really want to put hands on another man today. I don't know. I just feel like it. You see, you know, if you haven't heard already, you know, I work for the government and I work for the information department in the government. Some people that know me personally, you know exactly what I do. But I work for the government and I pretty much listen to somewhat the lowest ends of society, I want to say. I mean, I don't want to call everyone a fucking low life, but in New York, it's literally either you rich or you're not. Like, literally. Like, we have almost to no middle class here of people. Like, so most people here are like fucking mentally impotent or whatever the case. I don't want to be disrespectful to all New Yorkers, but I'm just saying, man, a number of people it's kind of weird. So 9 times out of 10, when I'm reading or I'm listening, I'm reading and I'm listening to complaints from people that are outside of their control. They complain about things outside of their control. They complain about things that are fixable. I want to say maybe about 10% of the time the complaints are legit. Yes. But when you have some old lady with a nasty attitude talking about I'm Palestinian and I'm being discriminated against, all I can sit back and say, yo, you need to turn that fucking TV off. Like, yo, seriously. Like, you ever get so tired of people, and I understand this, and I get it. Like, even if a guy says to me, you know, you're doing a lot of crying right now. Or somebody says to me, okay, stop complaining. You know, I kind of understand that shit. I really do. My job for a living is to examine complaints. And it's ridiculous to me how so much shit in people's lives are fixable. And I love my job because I love being in the know. You feel me? I love knowing things. I read all that stuff. I'm telling you, like true story, in 2020, as soon as the pandemic popped off, I always say this shit. The world went ahead and I was just right there holding the bag. Because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm reading stuff in the news. I'm hearing about the COVID coming out. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing about that. But then, you know what I'm saying? I hear nothing else. Like, the mainstream narratives is what it is. And then on the back end, it's like, yo, where's the real information at? And I'm asking around. I'm sending emails and I'm talking to people. And I remember even at my job, I had a person come up to me. And this was when I was in a different part in the daytime. And I had somebody come up to me. And I remember watching it. All right, let me just start this. I was watching a news conference. The mayor said something, blah, 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 blah. Then the phone rings. Then people are calling. And then I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And then I call one of the soups, whatever, and, you know, we talking. And the lady just comes up to me and says, look, and we talk about this shit off the phone. And she says straight up, look, we don't really have everything yet, you know. Whatever they say on TV is kind of crazy because the liaisons are supposed to back channel and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, that was supposed to be done already. So you mean to tell me that we're operating on some fly-by-night shit? Like, yeah. So, you know, we constantly changing the story and the narrative on what's happening with the virus and all that shit. And I'm telling you, that shit got weird. And so ever since then, I've just been real skeptical about where I get my news and shit from and where I get my information from. And I've tried more and more to take every matter I can into my own hands since that shit. Because I realized that a lot of shit is narrative and propaganda. And sure enough, now we're in the after age of that shit. And oh my God, like, it's crazy. So, yeah, after all of that shit, I'm ready to kick somebody's ass. Because let me tell you, these motherfuckers, And you know, like, and let me tell you something. You ever see a picture of me? You see me with the straight face? No, really. I sit there on the phone sometimes, and it's like I'll have the specialist, because we have another phone line, a specialist. Like, we'll have everybody there, or like, let's say if I'm working the phone or some shit, like maybe there's like a supervisor there that's talking to a person, and it's like you're hearing this shit, and it's like, yo, what the like. You be ready to jump out the window. And mind you, the windows are open downstairs because they're replacing the windows at the job. So you don't even know how appealing it looks to just go jump out that shit. Like, you know what? See y'all later. Like, no, for real. I'm telling you, my mindset is like, I got to put hands on something because this shit is crazy. Like, I cannot stand being a victim. Like, I can't. I've been a victim all my life. I want to be the victor. It is time for me to win. I am sick of this shit. And I am sick of the losers out there who want to keep losing. Stop wanting to keep losing. Win. Win, 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 man. Let's fucking go, man. I'm going to training, man. Like, subscribe. Big announcement coming soon. I just actually worked on some more of that this week. Word. But the project is coming along nicely. Big announcement coming soon, all right? Stay tuned. It's Magoo, man. Holla. Oos.